Hello everyone, it's Spurs Rail 96 here, and welcome to another Train Sim World free live stream. Continuing with the theme of looking at some new stuff, I thought I'd take a look at one of the routes that I was mostly looking forward to upon buying this product, and that is the Midland Main Line. It's a route I've wanted to see in Train Sim World for a very long time. I remember even, 2021? Maybe 2021, I made like a route suggestion video of this route. So to see it in Train Sim World 3 is, wonderful. So I am very much looking forward to this. I cannot wait to get started. So I think we will do... let's start with the BR Class 158, and we will drive a local passenger service from Nottingham to Leicester. I think that's a good start. And then we will use the HST for an express passenger service. Alright, drive this local passenger service from Nottingham to Leicester. Oh boy. Oh, once again, need to turn the motion blur on. Unlock the left. There we go. What am I doing? Master key on and the reverser to forward. Put the brakes on step 1. Turn the lights on, set them into the daytime setting, disable the DRA, well, turn it off. Let's turn on, there it is, increase brightness, do the test. Safety system. The destination display is set up automatically, so this is what you would normally use. You type in the code and you get the destination, but sadly that is not simulated. DSD is in normal, so is the AWS, and very shortly will be if I can find it, vigilance. There we are. Put on the lighting for the passengers, and I think we are ready to go. Look at this magnificent thing. What a livery. It's one of my favourite modern liveries on any train. The East Midlands Trains livery. So much more colourful. I love it. There we go. Let's go. Full power. Okay, so the first station stop is Loughborough, 12 miles away. For some reason the objective marker is on. Why is that? It's never normally on. It was on for some reason. I do apologise. Why, I do not know. I'll say my hellos to Thierry and Liam and Bananacraft and Andrew. Hope you all well. Welcome aboard. Taking my really proper first look, in-depth look I should say, to the Midland Main Line. I did an empty stock run with this train actually from the depot at Nottingham to the Main Line station, Nottingham station that is, and that was it. So if I don't look at the chat more, if I don't look at the chat, then I do apologise. I'm just looking outside in the game. Let's increase the speed. Speed limit will go up to 80 miles per hour. But I've been dying to play this route, and to finally do it, oh, you cannot believe it. You should see the smile on my face, you know. Oh, it's wonderful. You know, after hearing so much about it, you know, how hard Skyhook, you know, how hard the team have done, you know, the amount of work that they've put into it, you know, not just services, but the scenery, the route experience. I'm very, very pleased. The only thing I'm a little bit, I would personally like to have added to this route would be definitely a class 222. If I think it would have been epic if Skyhook could have added that to the route upon release, maybe as a loco add-on. It's very much a possibility. I would have liked to have seen the route extended up to Sheffield, because that's a pretty big or notable city in the East Midlands, and plus it would have given the opportunity to see the HST stretch its legs a bit more. But other than that, I can't complain. I'm just so happy just to see this route brought to life in a train sim world. The route is the Midland Main Line, Andrew. It's a route set within 3 counties or 3 cities in the East Midlands, and that is Derby, Nottingham and Leicester. So this is the map. So it's almost like a Y, not a Y. Is it? Yeah, like a capital Y or something. So this is Nottingham here. Down here is Leicester. Just want to double check a minute, hang on. That what seemed to be like a yard or a big station. It's not marked on the map. Okay. So I don't know what that is. Presumably a massive depot. This is Derby. That is a loop for, I presume, some sort of industry. We're taking control of a very early morning service at, what is it now, 5:43 in the game. That is an early start. It does indeed, Thierry. The guard is simulated. I think you could hear that by the beeps the guard buzzer makes in the cab. I think that is the first of its kind in a train sim world. Skyhook of all people have simulated a guard, or virtual guard, being present with you at all times. Not sure if it's simulated in the HST, but I noticed that very early on when driving the 158 for the first time. Yep, only this is a 2-car unit. I think you can do a 4-coach unit as well, So that's two 158s connected together. I may be wrong on that front. I'm not too sure. I haven't really had a big look into its timetable. And as to in reference to like formations and so on and so forth. We might see a 4-coach train scuttling around at this time in the morning. Who knows? Thierry, I believe on this service when you get to Loughborough, if you look on the passenger information system, you will see my hometown. Ah, the name of it. Ah, right. Start slowing down for that 70 mph speed limit. We've got exactly 8 miles to go. Wonderful. As always for this stream, I have a nice hot cup of tea sitting next to me. I look forward to having that. Speed limit is now decreasing to 40 miles per hour. Is that, this is East Midlands Parkway, I think. We're about to storm through. I say the track ballast looks very good in this in these lighting conditions. Not bad at all. Ooh, not quite down the speed. 43, that will do. Speed limit will be increasing to 50. I think that loop is a power station. Is it? Oh yeah, of course it is. Yeah, it is. It is. Yeah, you are right. Thierry, it is indeed a loop for the power station. Okay. I thought it was East Midlands Parkway because obviously East Midlands Parkway has a power station next to it or some sort of factory. Be it, I don't know if it's in operation still to this day or if it's disused. Be quite interesting. See for 66 maybe one day do some duties in there, or a shunter doing some work at the plant. That'll be quite cool. Let's have a little cheeky peek outside, shall we? Alright, this is a massive facility here. You can't access it. Oh, yes, you can. Oh, I can. Oh, no, you can't. But not alone, that looks pretty decent. Now we've passed East Midlands Parkway. 6 miles to go until Loughborough. Yeah, Banana Craft, the route certainly does look nice. I'm not sure of the total mileage. I think it's like 36, 37 miles. So it's not the longest route in the game. No beer today, Liam. No. Right, 8 coaches, Thierry, on the Glossop line. I'm not really sure of the Glossop line. Still a bit back and forth with it. Should I get it? Should I not? I'm tempted to get it because it is reasonably... Well, it's cheaper than... Well, it's the cheapest train sim world 2... free route, I should say, we have seen so far. Which makes it quite intriguing, but at the same time it's not a long route. so I'm not really sure if I will get it or not. Same goes for the what's it called, ScotRail Express. That is on the discount. I've decided for now not to pick it up. I'm not too convinced by the route. I'm not because it's bad or anything. It just doesn't light a flame in me saying, "Oh, I think I should get that." But I did pick up a Northeast Corridor, New York Trenton, for a very nice discount. For instance, it is cheaper than the Glossop line, which is nice. And I think the price that PlayStation Plus customers get it for at the moment on this summer sale, I think is reasonable. You know, the route still hasn't got its updated timetable, and so I think a price tag under 20 quid for a route of that magnitude that it will soon become. Regarding the timetable, of course, it's quite a long route as well. I mean, New York Trenton, it was nearly 60 miles, so it's not too bad. I did the tutorials for the New York Trenton route today, and so far I've been impressed by certainly the rolling stock in particular. Sounds on them have been very nicely done. Dave Hawkins, hey, how are you? Hope you're well. Is there the Waterloo to Portsmouth line? Can you find it on the PS5? No, I'm afraid not. The Portsmouth to London Waterloo route has not yet been made for Train Sim World, so it's not available on PlayStation 5, PlayStation 4, Xbox One, the new Xbox consoles. You can play the what's called the Portsmouth Direct line. That's been made for Train Simulator. I think Dovetail upgraded it quite a long time now. I think 3-4 years ago. But that route is pretty decent, if you have Train Simulator, that is. 2 miles to go until Loughborough. Wonderful. The speed limit will shortly be going down to 50 miles per hour. I think now's a good time we put on the brakes and reduce our speed. The last thing I want to do is miss the station by an absolute country mile. When I do get to Loughborough station, I will have to pause the game momentarily just to blow me nose. My nose has decided to be a pain in the neck. Typical. You know, it's been fine all day, and then when I do a Train Sim World stream, you know, it starts playing up, which is rare. My nose has been very much in the good books lately. I do suffer with quite bad hay fever. Clearly the hay fever, well, the pollen levels must have gone up quite significantly. Speed limit is now 40 in about 100 yards time. Crisscross we go. Now, one thing that is a bit of a mystery to me is I looked at some patch notes of one of the recent Midland Main Line updates. And on the list, it said that 12 Evenho services were added to the timetable. Now, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Like, is that like freight service? Is that like a rail tour service? What does 12 Evenho services mean? Because it doesn't state on the patch notes whether it's passenger, rail tour, or empty stock runs, or freight, or any kind of special service. So if any of you know what 12 Evenho services mean, then feel free to say below. I very much look forward to that. Right, Leicester, what is this? Calling Ab. Barrow upon Soar. Silby, Syston, and Leicester. And that's it. There is a service. Oh, that terminates here. I swear there was one that said Norwich. Yeah, there's one going to Norwich at 6:30 in the morning. So this is a station. The first one we've stopped at. Looks very nice. This is Loughborough. That's the car park. It's probably one of the best looking car parks I've seen in Train Sim World. It's not messy or horrible. Very well organised. Very well made. It's a nice building here. What is this? A disused factory or something? I'm not too sure. It looks good though. That's Loughborough, ladies and gents. Ooh, what do we have here? Little depot, some kind. Where is that? I want to find it. Where is it? Where is it? Need to go down the line a bit further. Is that it? No, that's the station. These tracks here. I bet you will prevent us from going down it. Yes, it will. Okay. It seems to be, I would imagine, some sort of sidings or something. Maybe for local industry. I have absolutely no idea. Let's take a look at the 158 in all its glory. Yeah, so I think the 158 and the HST have like Armstrong Powerhouse sounds, and then Dovetail or Skyhook then edited them into the game. From what I've heard so far, yeah, I'm pretty chuffed with it. There's a destination display of Leicester. Right, let's lock the doors and depart the station of Loughborough. Come on. You have to wait for the doors to close. It does take quite a what. Takes a few seconds. Because the doors in the first carriage close first, and then the doors in the second carriage close shortly after. And when you open the doors at the rear carriage open first, followed by the doors in the first carriage. The next station, everyone, is Barrow upon Soar, just under 3 miles away. Let's go, go, go. Speed limit is 30 miles per hour. This main line feels like at times almost like a highway in the USA, so big and vast. No idea why. Just feels that to me. Flaming Fox 245. That's a good name. Hey, how are you? Hope you're well. He has put, I or she, whoever it is, really hoping for a Brighton to Portsmouth route. Well, Brighton to Portsmouth, that's an interesting one. I don't think I've even seen that in Train Simulator. Excuse me, Train Simulator. That'd be quite interesting to see that portrayed, not just in Train Sim Mode or Train Simulator. I might be completely wrong. It might be in the world of Train Simulator, maybe like a Steam Workshop route or something like that. So that's the signal. That's what the guard would use to signal to the driver, basically saying, ready to go, let's leave the station. And then I think the driver has to press it twice as well, as in acknowledgement. I might be completely wrong. I don't know the real world rules and procedures when it comes to guards being present on the train. We have a speed limit shortly of 60 miles per hour. Andrew Horns, please. Yeah, sure. Where is it? Oh, that's loud in my headset, the engines. Holy mother. I can't use the high tone because I'm using the classic control scheme. Let's try and open the window. This is going to assault my ears, this is. Hope it sounded okay. Let's get down to 60. Just in time. Whoa, there's Barrow upon Soar. Wow, that came quick. Blimey, I wasn't looking at the top left of the TV. We'll brake a bit more. That's it. I was panicking for a second because I was looking at the numbers as to the amount of yards I had left to go. But it's okay. Spurs knows how to handle a train. Kind of. There we are. Here is Barrow upon Soar. So as you can see, the rear doors have opened first, and now the front ones. There we are. This is Barrow upon Soar. Time to go already. Liam Dovetail had a good day yesterday. They didn't see my name in an email inbox for once. I didn't complain to them. Oh dear. Full power. The next stop is Sileby? Sileby? Is that how you say it correctly? I probably botched the name up. Silby? 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 I'll call it Silby. Heck. It's not the end of the world. It's the West Coastway route. Oh, that. Okay, Foxy. or Flaming Fox, not Foxy. Thierry, I'd like a pack set in the 1980s for this route with a 45, 47, 08 and 101. That would be quite cool. I'd like that very much. Andrew, I noticed you drive steam trains. I would love that. Yeah, I mean, there is one new steam route I have yet to take a look at. That is the Peak Forest Railway. It's predominantly a freight route set within the Derbyshire countryside, not too far from where the Midland Main Line is actually, but I'm driving today. That takes place in like 1963. You know, it's got 3 steam locomotives, one of them brand spanking new. You could do banking, shunting duties. You could do freight runs, passenger services, and I haven't really had a chance to look at the Peak Forest Railway in all its glory. And as a big historic fan of Train Sim World, yeah, I can't wait to do a stream on that. So yeah, you'll see me do a stream on some Steam stuff very soon. I can assure you of that. Okay, here is a station coming up. Thierry, the Evenhouse line is the name of the section. Is the name of section of line between Loughborough and Leicester. Is it really? Okay. I just want to know what train does these so-called Evenhouse services. I presume they're passenger related, or they could be freight related, because as far as I know, I think I have all of the additional bits and bobs that adds additional services to this route's timetable. I'll have a check again. I think I did upon starting the stream. So I think I think it was like a 66. I think like a Heritage Rail Tour or something like that. So I'm not really sure if there's anything that I've missed. I'll have to check. Here is, I'll probably butchered the name, Silby or Silby? Silby, maybe Silby. There's the passengers disembarking and boarding the train. Nice little church in the distance there. And before you know it, we've got to lock the doors and depart the station. Andrew, love it. Can you do that tomorrow, please? I won't be able to do it tomorrow, Andrew, I'm afraid. I don't stream on Tuesdays. Only Sundays and Mondays, I'm afraid. But at the weekend, I think I will do a stream on Peak Forest. I was about to say Spirit Steam, but that's not right. Let me just check the calendar. Yeah, okay, fair enough. So yeah, I think I will do the Peak Forest Railway, which will indeed now be the next stream. On Sunday, the the 13th of August 2023, roughly 8:30 p.m. ish UK time. So if you want to see some Steam action in the Derbyshire countryside in 1963, then feel free to come along and see me fail massively at driving steam trains, probably. Anyway, the next stop is Syston Station. Banana craft normally run over or run a red light. Normally I do. Touch wood, that doesn't happen today. It didn't happen yesterday, so hopefully it doesn't happen again. Yeah, Banana Craft. Normally I do stream, be it at random on days which I don't work, but at the moment we've recently acquired 2 little kittens, so I'll be keeping an eye on them a bit more than playing the game and making videos on a regular basis. I mean, I still will make videos and streams on a regular basis, as much as I can. But with 2 new additions to the household, means I've got to devote a bit more of my spare time, you know, looking after them and cleaning up after them mostly. Syston Station is exactly 1 mile away. Liam's going to Great Yarmouth for some National Bangers Unlimited World Series Grand Final. That's a title. Hope you have a good time and hopefully you win. Unless you're watching and not participating. I imagine you are participating. Increase the speed, get down to 20. If I miss any whistle boards, then I do apologise. It's, you know, it's quite hard to concentrate driving the train in a reasonable manner, plus looking down at the phone and looking at the live chat. So I'm trying my best to keep up with the live chat. Especially yesterday, so many people joining and, you know, asking things. It was hard to keep up, so I'm trying my best to multitask. Not the best at it, must be honest. I think we'll cruise in at 20. I mean, we're nearly 2 minutes late. That is not a surprise. There we are. Here we are at Syston Station. Oh. The sign's back to front. Never mind. Sure it's not the only sign. There we are. You can read it clearly there. Not too far now from our final destination. Have I opened both doors? How have I done that? Was I meant to open? Oh, apparently, did I open the right doors by an accident? Not sure about that. I'll double check that when we stop at our final station, which is Leicester, just over 4.5 miles away. Banana craft operating popcorn and a drink known for watching Spurs fail at movie Steam Train. Yeah, I haven't played much Steam Train stuff on this game for quite some time, so yeah, I think I'll have to do some serious preparation. In regards to the next stream, for sure. Liam, it's at Yarmouth Stadium. I will be participating, and you already know I'm bringing a Rover P5. Very nice. Well, it's a nice car, but obviously it's going to be smashed to pieces, isn't it? I remember I watched a blimey, this goes some way back. It was on BBC iPlayer. I watched one of the old Top Gear episodes. And I remember Richard Hammond he reviewed a Rover P5. It was actually Her Late Majesty's Queen Elizabeth II's Rover P5. And I think that one had like a V8, if I'm not mistaken. The particular version that Hammond was reviewing. But it's a nice looking car. I think it was a coupe or something like that. Or was it a four-door or was it a coupe? I think it was a coupe. 3 miles to go until Leicester. Thierry, when driving on Peak Forest, trust me, you won't keep to time. That sounds a bit grim. Either sounds like I'm going to struggle, or yeah, the service will never even get started. I haven't seen any other trains in this service yet. I know it's very early in the morning. Unless I heard one just then go by. No. Let's get on the brakes. Warp speed limit of 25. Not too far ahead of us. Not too far now from Leicester Station. I wonder if the King Power Stadium has been modelled. I have my doubts. It'd be interesting to see if they have. Or have not. Heck, let's take a little peek. So you got the depot here at Leicester. I don't think the camera can go high enough to see. Yeah, but the city's pretty dense. So this is Leicester. Massively failing, of course, as I normally do. Going over the speed limit. Make that going under the speed limit. And here we are, Journey's End. Let's unlock the doors. Yeah, just the right sided doors open this time. Very quiet, those doors opening in my headset. Don't know if you could hear the doors opening. Not sure if they make a sound or a buzz. Very quiet. Let's try lock the doors, this time from the outside. Alright, that alone took 45 minutes. Wow. It's longer than I thought. Got a gold, look at that, level 4 or 3 already. Let's return to the main menu and see what there is to explore. Thierry recently found out a Deltic went through my hometown and didn't even know it was coming. Oh, that was nice. Hope you managed to catch it. Well, no, you wouldn't know, would you? You wouldn't be able to catch it if you didn't even know it was coming. But the Deltic, what a monster that is. I would love to see that in Train Sim World. Oh, lovely. Right, let's return to the journey. Just want to have a quick look and see what else there is to do. I got Leicester to Nottingham. I've already done that. We got a local passenger service from Loughborough to Leicester. These, I suppose, are the Avonhoe services. I don't know. Yeah, we'll do Loughborough to Leicester. Why not? I've noticed that none of the services on here have any variation in the weather whatsoever. Do even these have it? No. Ooh. Sunny. And no clouds. Let's link. Alright, let's do this one. And then we'll get on HST. I promise. Yeah, Andrew, these liveries, one of my favourite liveries. The new one, meh. It's alright. I think it's a little bit dull, I think, compared to these ones. I forgot about all these. My god, the instrument lights thankfully were on. Compressor, destination light, thank goodness, is on. The passengers wouldn't know where to go. That's like in-cab radio. Sadly, you can't listen to your normal radio stations. Oh, it's already on normal. As is AWS. And so will shortly vigilance. Coach lighting is on. What do they do up there? Oh, nothing. Yeah, driver reminded appliance turned off. Right, let's rock and roll. Any second now. Let's go. The first stop is Barrow upon Soar. This one's roughly an early morning time. This is 6:59, 7 AM on the dot. God, those engines, man. Sounds so good. Sounds so good. Thierry, I will say the East Midlands railway livery is a bit bland. Yeah, I think it lacks a bit of sparkle to it, doesn't it? Ooh, sugar. That's me sacked from East Midlands trains. What a livery. What a livery. Why did they get rid of it? You know, it's just nice to look at a well-designed livery. And they replaced it with a meh kind of livery. Not a very exciting one. To go outside the train just before 57 miles an hour. Me at 57, okay. I don't know what I need to look out for. Ah, yeah, the sound. Like, I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like it's like it shuts down, like maybe, I don't know, one of its cylinders or something. I don't know, to be economical. I'm not too sure. I don't know train engines very well compared to cars. But it sounds cool though. Thanks for telling me to do that, Thierry. That's a nice touch. They've done wonders with this train. Sounds pretty much spot on. And even the sound of like the switches and stuff. Especially the brake lever. Love that. Sound that they make even. Sounds like, you know, it's got a bit of meat to it. A bit of character to it. I like that. This is the only train sim world route I've picked up at full price, and right now it's definitely worth it, 100%. The driving experience so far, top notch. Yeah, I know there are various things that could be missed out. Oh my gosh, we're coming in a bit too quick. Coming a bit too fast into Barrow and Soar Station. me trundle into the platform, please, train. Ah, bugger. Let me move forward a bit more. I did screw up after all, but I didn't hit a red signal. That is indeed a first. Normally when I mess things up approaching stations, it ends up in red light failure. Not this time, thankfully. But yeah, it would have been nice to have seen some other things to this route, like the Class 222, the ability to change the destination displays, and I haven't even scratched the surface of what could be possible to really take this route to another level. An extension, like I said earlier, for Class 222 Super Voyager, maybe some more freight action. Shunting maybe, and some of the industries like the power plant at East Midlands Parkway. Just gotta wait. Other than that, could I say this route is a masterpiece? I don't think so. What is a masterpiece of a route? I'd probably say a masterpiece of a route would be like the route itself, scenery-wise. It would have to be the Niedertal Bahn, no question. That route looks spectacular, even though it's just a 1990s German branch line. But you know, Midland Main Line is certainly one of my hands down in the top 10 of being in the top 10 of being my most enjoyable train sim world routes. Got some freight wagons here from Great Western Express. That's nice to see. I haven't seen them on any other route. The aggregate wagons and the J&A wagons. Nice touch. Liam, I'm just having a moment for West Ham. Unfortunately, they're offering 30 million for Maguire. Oh dear. Poor West Ham. They are having a horrendous summer. Fighting behind the scenes, not literally fighting, but back and forth tug of war over who to sign, who not to sign. Disagreements between manager and boardroom. Yeah. What a shocker for West Ham. And not too long ago they won the European trophy. Now they look like they might be candidates for relegation. My goodness. I don't think they haven't signed anyone, have they? No. That smells like trouble to me. Okay, here is Silby Station. Oh, this time going too fast. Whoops, whoopsie daisy. Ah well, to learn and get it right, you gotta make mistakes. Heck. Oh well. Oops. Nearly the whole train. Nearly the train completely missed the platform altogether. Thankfully not. That's alright, people just have to take up the rear carriage a bit more. Sure the passengers won't mind that. Thierry, I'd want a fully working GSMR. Armstrong Power has done it for Trade Simulator Classic. Excuse me. So I'm sure Dovetail Games can implement it in Train Sim. In Train Sim World. I imagine it could be done for Train Sim World. I don't see a reason as to why Dovetail can't do it. Will it be implemented like a fully working GSMR? I have no idea. Your guesses are as good as mine. The next station stop is Syston Station. I think the next service I'll actually pick it from the timetable, because I want to do a service that's a bit more later in the day, and add a bit of cloud to the sky. Thierry, Link Rhine Strecker is a good looking route in my opinion. I mean, I have heard a few people say that Link Rhine Strecker, in particularly what is it, the reviews on Steam, some people said it's a good looking route. I haven't had a chance to do a deep dive on Link Rhine Strecker, so yeah, hopefully what people say is right when I take a look at it. Speed limit of 20 approaching us shortly. As well as Syston Station. We've reached 20 quite easily in the end. Oh, we've just step one of braking. Not bad at all. Not too far now from Leicester once again. And I think that's all the different types of passenger services you can do with the 158. I think it runs from Nottingham to Leicester and Loughborough to Leicester. Maybe a run from Derby to Leicester or Derby to Nottingham. Not too sure. But if there's more varied services to play with, then I'll take a look at them. There we are. Here we are at Syston Station. Liam got a fairly cheapish car today, which is a Reliant Robin. Hey, haven't seen or heard about them in a very long time. Andrew, have you got much on tomorrow, mate? As far as Train Sim World is concerned, not much. I think I'll just have to get back to my normal schedule of making 2 videos a day. I'll try to anyway. Before I went on holiday, I pre-recorded some videos for my timetable series on Sandpatch Grade, so I have to edit them together and do the voiceovers and stuff like that. The problem is it's just quite a long time to... the problem with Sandpatch Grade is because it takes such a long time to complete a full-length run of the route. I mean, nearly 2 hours. Processing it, recording it, blimey, and doing the voice... Well, the voiceover stuff is easy. Editing it together, recording it, and obviously doing the service in the first place takes up quite a lot of time. But thankfully I've pre-recorded. That's a loud train, and that's because it's the HST. Hooray! Finally seen him. Or it. 2 of them in quick succession. Oh, I'm happy. Nice to see the HST. Finally. Took long enough. But they are there. They're out and about on the railway today. But other than that, Andrew, no, just a normal day really. Same stuff, different day. You know the drill. Four miles to go until our final stop, which is once again Leicester. But on the craft, I'd like to see some more steam routes. I agree with you there, and more London Underground routes. Just a mix of some older routes around the UK. I agree with you entirely on pretty much all those points. My favourite London Underground route I'd like to see in Train Sim World is the Circle Line. And if we see that in the game, then yeah, I'll be jumping for joy. Who knows? Who knows? This is a fairly flat route, isn't it, gradient wise? Not many steep ups and downs, is there? Thierry, do you think the whole of the Midland Main Line will eventually be electrified? If Network Rail have the budget for it, then I wouldn't rule it out. Maybe sections of the Midland Main Line could be electrified. I don't know. Liam, got a one-eyed robin, which is no good to the environment, so might get stopped. Haven't rolled it yet. Yeah, just don't turn left or right viciously. Oh, they have their own class. Wow. We got a red signal coming up. That is a surprise. Maybe it's because of the HST that went past us earlier. We are approaching Leicester. Roughly on time. Which isn't too bad. Not bad at all. Let's take a look at Leicester. Yeah, so the HST is parked at the platform, about to depart by the looks of it. So we shouldn't have a problem getting into the station. Unless there's another train coming in from, like, the likes of Lincoln. That's come from Lincoln or London. I'm not too sure. I don't think there is any. Shouldn't be. Should be clear to go into the platform. And I think we are. Yes, we are. Here we are at Leicester. Wonderful. Completed both journeys in one piece. Where's that HST? Has he disappeared? He has. He's gone down the tracks. He was going to London St Pancras, actually. Funny that. Well, let's lock the doors. What's quite cool is the HST does spawn in on the southeastern high-speed route. It's AI at London St Pancras International, which is quite cool. I've seen 3 of them in yesterday's stream at St Pancras International. Whether they depart the station or come into the station, I don't know. But it's a nice thing to see. Terry would like to see a route between Newport and Swansea. Would have Great Western Railway transport for Wales and a few freight services. Newport to Swansea is 50 miles. Yeah, I should know. Coming from you, Terry, you've wanted to see a Welsh route in Train Sim World. Whether that will happen is anyone's guess. But I would like to see a route from Wales in Train Sim World. No doubt about it. Right, let's take a look at the timetable. As you can see, I have got the New York Trenton route. I cannot wait for that upgraded timetable. My God. The busiest American timetable, or soon to be. I just want to take a look at the 158. So that's one we did, and that one as well. That's the very first journey I did on this route. Okay, you do have one going from Nottingham to Derby, or Matlock. We could do that. Matlock, Newcastle. There's a few there. Does none of them go from Derby to Leicester, or is that not a thing for this train? Doesn't seem to be the case, does it? Does it? Yeah, I don't think so. That's probably for the HST. Yeah, so I've got the 45, that does a couple of rail tours. And the 66, I'll pick that one, that does railhead treatment train staff, some a rail tour. 2 rail tours, in fact. And a couple of aggregate cement services as well. Of course, in the very early hours in the morning. HST, let's take a look at it. So you get 2, well, not variants, but formations, I suppose. Which one is which, I don't know. So you got Derby to Leicester and Nottingham to Leicester throughout the day. Okay. What's this one then? Let's do one in the opposite direction. Let's go from Leicester this time. Derby to Leicester. Let's go the 10. Let's do one in the afternoon, shall we? Leicester to Nottingham, Derby to Leicester. Let's do the 12:34 service, London St Pancras International to Sheffield. Of course, we're taking over the service at Leicester and terminating at Derby. Bit of light cloud, I think. There we go. Let's rock and roll. Can you still get on board the HST or not? I don't know what you mean by that. What, in real life do you mean? Oh, in the game, obviously. Yes, you can get on board the HST. In the real life, I imagine there's still some scuttling around, doing some passenger services. Where's the gauge light? There we go, 100%. Master key is unlocked, yep. What else is there for me to fiddle? The headlights to nighttime. Desk lights on. Yeah, this GSMR radio does not work, but it does have a phone to contact the signal. Cab lights. Does it make much of a difference? Oh, don't look on to me. Odd. Right, let's go. Oh, pressing wrong buttons. Oh dear. Oh, look at that. Nice to see the HST back. It's been a while, my friend. Looking splendid as ever. in the East Midlands trains livery. Right, let's thrash it. Let's get going. Oh, sounds great. Alright, so this is Derby Station then. Oh no, it's not. It's Leicester, isn't it? I was getting excited then. I swear my mind is... I'm losing my ability to have memories. My God. Right, the first station stop is Loughborough. And we get our next speed limit is a whopping 110 miles per hour. Oh yes. I'm trying to EMD. Nice to see you. Hope you well. Survived your round of golf yesterday. Hope you won. Also noticed that the golf course is modelled on Cajon Pass. Is it really a golf course? Oh, I never knew that. Oh, whereabouts is the golf course then? I do like playing golf on the Nintendo Switch Sports. That's quite fun. Andrew, I like the HST. There's something special about it. What's your opinion? Oh yeah, exactly the same as you. HST is very, very special to a lot of rail fans. It's got a very iconic... It's an iconic locomotive, isn't it? Very special status. It was first brought to Train Sim World in the very early days of Train Sim World, Great Western Express, and we haven't really seen it since. So it's great to see the HST return in a new form. This one has the Volanta, I think, 185 engines, so the cab definitely looks a bit different compared to the Great Western Railway variant, and sounds are different as well, of course, but it's lovely to get in the HST and drive it again. I just wish we could have an extension to the Sheffield, and we could definitely drive a HST a little bit further. Stay in the cab a little bit longer. Shandon Hills Golf Club is owned by San Bernardino County. Oh, right, okay. But on the graph, there's the HST on the platform you can still get to and go inside on Southeastern High Speed. No, the platforms are inaccessible on... well, the platforms where the HSTs are stationed at, you can't get on board them. No, you can't access that part of the station. You can only walk around the platforms where the 395s are based. I think it's like how many platforms? 4, I think. 4 platforms, but that's a complete guess from me on that number. 6.5, just under 6.5 miles to go until Loughborough. Once this journey is complete, I think I will call this stream a day. Just under 5 miles to go until Loughborough, which is, I'd say, slap bang in the middle of the route. Speed limit will be increasing once again to 120 miles per hour. Urban Undercroft, so you can only see them then? Yes, that's correct, yeah. I don't know whether you can see them leave the station and come back into the station at various times in the day. I don't know regarding that, but yeah, from what I experienced, yeah, you could just see them at St Pancras International. But hey, it's nice to have some rolling stock other than 395s at St Pancras International. I mean, we're not going to get the Eurostar, are we, anytime soon? So, something different, something that adds a splash of colour is welcome. Come off the power. Just think about braking soon. Andrew, I like National Rail Museum and I like to see the Royal Stock myself. I think there doesn't the National Railway Museum have like some royal coaches or something like that? Very old ones, that is. I think if I remember, like for the Queen's Jubilee, there was like, I think it was like a video or documentary style video that was made by the National Railway Museum on the royal coaching stock that they have. Oh bugger, I put it in emergency by an accident. Oh, truth. My fault. That's my fault. I apologise. And we've got a couple of minutes, haven't we? Let's reverse into the platform. First ever run in a HST and I muck it up. Well, the new HST, that is. I don't think East Midlands trains will like their drivers to do this. Nothing happened. Nothing to see here. Just a train from London missing a station. Completely normal. Banana Craft, yeah, National Railway Museum is indeed always a good visit. I think it's completely free. Surprised it still is. But yeah, I think the National Railway Museum is definitely something I'd like to visit one day. So much stuff to see and explore. I'd love it. Thierry, the only HST that still has a Paxman Valenta engine is the Class 41 prototype. Oh, really? Oh, so what happened to the HSTs that, well, had the Valenta engines? Well, they scrapped? Must be. Oh, surely not scrapped. Maybe some were taken into preservation or something, or private ownership. Right, let's go to the next station stop, which is one we haven't stopped at yet in the stream, and that is East Midlands Parkway. Yeah, feel the power. Yeah, rock and roll. I love that sound. I know it's not realistic that you should just whack the throttle at max and when leaving the station, but noise is good though. I love it. Amtrak to EMD, I'd like to see an old BNSF livery. I'm sure you'd see them on like mods or the livery designer, maybe. War bonnet BNSF train. That'd be quite interesting. Or a Santa FE blue and yellow livery. Oh, blue and yellow sounds very intriguing. Never even knew they did a blue and yellow livery. Banana Craft, they have most of the Royal trains and rolling stock. They are working on the roof in the building right now, so you can't get to them trains as they've been moved or covered over. Ah, right, I see. Liam, the HST train arriving on this platform is meant to be stopping here, but may not so stand away from the edge of the platform. Yeah. Oh, I could see someone saying that one day if I ever was to become a train driver, which I won't be. If I was a train driver, I could see that scenario happening for sure. Oh dear. We've got 5 miles to go until East Midlands Parkway. Liam, what do you like sometimes? Ay. Andrew, can I have a look at the carriages, please? Yeah, sure. We'll take a look at the interior of the carriages when we reach East Midlands Parkway. Banana Craft here, completely free, but has lots of funding, and the cafes there are really pretty, really nice food. Ooh, lovely. The problem is with National Railway Museum is it's so far to get to. It's a long, long way from me. Long, long way. Speed limit will increase once again to 120 miles per hour. But we may not reach 120 miles per hour. That's why this is a problem. Well, it's it's not the route's fault, but you know, because the train is a bit slow. You know, once you get to around 100 miles per hour, it does take its time accelerating to, you know, the maximum permitted speed of 120. Which is why, again, you know, I've said maybe we should have like an extension to Sheffield. It would help, you know, let the HST reach these speeds without having to worry about when you got to brake for the next station. I think I'll start braking now, actually, just to be on the safe side. There's East Midlands Parkway. You can very easily pick it out, thanks to the towers there. Here we are at East Midlands Parkway. I wonder why you have to have two different variants of HST in the timetable. I imagine it's because of the train length. Like maybe one with, I don't know, 7 coaches, or one with 9 coaches, or 8 coaches. I'm not too sure. Oh, perfect. Look at that. Wonderful. Here we are, East Midlands Parkway. I think this is one of the more newer stations on the route. I think it opened in 2008, 2009. Oh, another HST. Nice to see. Amtrak to EMD, didn't see any other Amtrak or Metrolink while I was golfing. Oh, never mind. There's always next time. I'm sure you'll see them. BNSF doesn't bother to repaint most of their old equipment. I'm not surprised, judging by looking at the condition of paint schemes on some of the trains I've seen on images on the internet or videos. Some locomotives, BNSF just cross out the logo and don't do anything else to it. Fair enough. I'm sure they got their reasons. When I went to the National Railway Museum, you could pay what you want there. There was 3 of us. We all paid a tenner. Wow. Very good value for money. Right, let's go to the next station stop, which is Long Eaton, just under 2 miles away. We're on a Croft Day Howe, got a lot of trains there and also a lot of railway station stuff too. It's better than the London Transport Museum unless you go to the depot part of it. I've been to my mum and my sister has been to the London Transport Museum. I haven't yet. But judging by the National Railway Museum's collection, I mean, they've got a vast collection of stuff, haven't they? Ranging from, you know, replica of the very first rocket that George Stephenson made, a Shinkansen train, the very first one, the Eurostar, the HST or the Intercity 125 they have there. Loads of steam locomotives, and obviously they have the daddy of them all, Flying Scotsman, in their books. So yeah, definitely worth a trip to the National Railway Museum. Crikey, that's a bright bit of sunlight getting into this tunnel. Right. Almost like we're going to Lightspeed then, in the Millennium Falcon. So we'd be diverging. We've been, well, the first service I did of the stream, we went, that was Nottingham. Now we're exploring new territory. We're going to Derby. Exciting. And we are approaching Long Eaton. Just like that. This is quite a small platform, hence why the entirety of the train can't fit on the platform. A brake here. Ooh, brake, 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 brake. Oh, I reckon I could get a bit closer with that. You know what? Let's give it a go. Let's reach right to the very end. Come on. A little bit more train, please. Thank you. I could really just take the power car completely off the platform and then hopefully the rest of the coaches can fit. I better do what Andrew said. I forgot at East Midlands Parkway. I do apologise. Nice to look at the coaches, so let's take a look at them. So this is Coach A, 36 seats, or seats 1 to 36. Got a little map there, look, of the East Midlands train network. Ooh, it's nice. That's what we should have in Train Sim World. The entire network. Now you got your tables and chairs, or seats. Very nice. Everyone's having a good time. Got a luggage rack there. Yeah, nice. I wonder if you have a buffet car on board. That would be quite nice. Let's have a little look, shall we? Oh, if they have a buffet car, that would be amazing. I don't think they do they? Do they not have a buffet car? The Great Western Railway variant have. Maybe this one doesn't. Because I know there was a time where, well, Great Western Railway, I know, they ditched the buffet cars. Ah, yeah, here's the buffet car. Sadly closed for business today. Oh, it's nice. It's modelled in, though. Yeah, you got your seats there, and you got your plug sockets there to charge your phone and computer. Got your curtains, look. Oh, didn't even know they have curtains. Oh, is that big curtains? Oh, bit luxurious back here for an East Midlands train. Very nice. Impressed with that. Very impressed. Oh, we're off the platform. Alright, let's get back in the cab. No, don't want to give up. Why should I give up? Funny enough, this train is going to Sheffield. This door is currently maintained and available, but not available to the players, sadly. Oh, engine room light. And a driver interface unit. Very snazzy. Right, let's go. Right, let's go to our next and final stop, which is Derby. Another new station to explore. Thierry, when I went to the museum, the Flying Scotsman was on the main line. I would love to see Flying Scotsman in the flesh. On the main line, definitely, but I think the museum will be a bit better as well. See it up close, much more up close, maybe climb onto the footplate, you know, look at the real details of the locomotive exterior and interior. But as far as the Flying Scotsman is concerned, you know, the livery it's in now, I think it's, to me, it's the best livery the Flying Scotsman has had. I wasn't a fan of what the Flying Scotsman looked like before, like for when it went on its tour of America and Australia. I didn't really like the look of the Flying Scotsman, but the livery it's in now, I don't know, it just looks a bit more classy to me. Bit more cleaner, I should say. More cleaner. We have a speed limit of 115 miles per hour coming up shortly. So no other station before Derby? It would seem not. Oh, there's a level crossing. Haven't seen them yet. Do they work? Well, the lights are flashing and the gates are down. Are they going to go up? Yes, indeed they do. Well done. Ethan Plays TV. Hey, nice to see you. Hope you're well. Just having a first in-depth look at the Midland Main Line. Just doing a journey from Leicester to Derby in the HST. So far, so good. Thierry, one of the HSTs has 6 coaches, the other has 8. Okay, so 6 coach and 8 coach variants. I don't even know what variant I'm even driving. Is it 6 coaches? I think it's 6, isn't it? Yeah, 6 coach variant with 2 power cars. Amtrak to MD, they did bring a set of 2 Pacers to the USA. Really? I'm surprised. I wonder why America wants them. We didn't like them in this country. I don't like them, personally. I don't know why people like them, really. I know they're a bit oddball and that, but they weren't very comfortable, were they? So I don't know why people would enjoy it. Unless they want to be bumping along the track, then fair enough. I prefer to ride in a train that's comfortable. Well worth the money. Just over 3 miles to go until Derby. Thierry, Long Eaton is a case of big train, small platform. Very true. When stopping at Long Eaton, I overhang the power car to get as much as the train on. Yeah, that's what I should have done. A speed limit of 100. Going past the wind farm. there is a station. Another one. What station is that? Pardon me. What quiet little station is this? Spondon, of course. There's no destination board, so I don't know if any trains stop here. They should do. I'd be very surprised if they didn't. Over 1.5 miles to go until Derby. Just max the throttle to about 75 mile/hour speed limit. Indeed, Andrew, yeah, it is very swish, the interior. Very nice looking, isn't it? Don't normally ride the train as a passenger in the game, to be honest, or I don't ride the train in the first person view. I think I might have to start doing that a bit more. Got 2 double yellow signal, that means there'll be a bit of congestion maybe at Derby station. Damn, there's the depot, look at that. Big old depot at Derby, my goodness. I wonder what those 2 coaches were that I just went past on the left hand side. Let me have a look at them. They look like GWR coaches. They are. What are they doing here? Okay. Maybe GWR decided, here, you can have them. It's a bit odd. I was wondering why those coaches looked a bit out of place. Now I know why. Oh, never mind. Maybe GWR just wanted to put them there. Advertise their brand as you're coming into Derby. Here we are at Derby Station. End of the line for this journey and for this stream. Yeah, I agree with that, Bernardo Craft. Flying Scotsman does need to be stuck alongside Mallard in the Railway Museum. Now, what a photo that would be. 2 icons. Side by side. And here we are. This is Derby. Oh, bugger. Been taken out of the seat as soon as I can have a look around. Never mind. Well, we got a gold. That took me 35 minutes. We stopped at Loughborough, East Midlands Parkway, Long Eaton, and terminated at Derby Station. I enjoyed that. Very much so. Thierry, when the HSTs still had Paxman Valenta, the drivers would probably have got deaf. Yeah, well, there's certainly the sound of them in my headset. I would be surprised if I do end up going deaf. They're very, very loud in my headset. It's probably because I might have to do some tuning maybe in the sound of the microphone maybe. But there we are. That concludes this stream, my first real in-depth look at the Midland Main Line. Thoroughly enjoyed it. I hope you have as well. If you did, then make sure to hit the like, likes or the thumbs up button below, and if you are watching for the first time, be it live or on playback, then I would really appreciate it if you would consider subscribing to the channel. The next stream will be on Sunday the 13th of August 2023. We're still looking at some new juicy stuff. This time we'll be winding the clock back to 1963, where I'll be taking a look at the second ever steam route for Train Sim World, the Peak Forest Railway. So hopefully you could join me for that. So I'd just like to say thank you very much for watching. Take care, enjoy the rest of the week, and I will see you next time. Thank you very much for watching. Take care.